hit the record button. Okay, so I'll start us off. Just want to welcome you guys to our what is coaching, or our coach opportunity call, as we call it. Myself and some other leaders on our team are going to be telling you all about coaching tonight, and we're going to try to keep this relatively short, but we will answer any questions that you guys have at the end. So, just feel free to, you can even jump in if you want, or just hold your question till the end and we'll get to them. So let's get started. A little about me. I'm, Greg Armfield, Coach Greg. You've probably seen me in, the Court of Force challenge groups or some other challenge groups, or maybe I'm your coach. But I'm one of the founders of our team, Team Engage. I started as a coach about coming up on, 6 years. So it's, in March, it will be 6 years as a coach. I started with P90X in January, of 2011. And I started just like most of you. I started, with P90X. I lost 40 pounds, and I got off blood pressure medication. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me, Greg, you got to keep doing what you're doing. So I figured the best way for me to stay accountable to my fitness, and because I wanted a discount on Shakeology, which I researched and I couldn't find any other products nearly as good as Shakeology on the market, that's why I decided to become a coach. And it's been by far the best decision that I've ever made in my life. It's like, no, I'm not a fitness trainer. No, I'm not a nutritionist. The only thing that made me a coach was I was one step ahead of everyone else, because I had actually done a program and finished it and got some results. But amazing enough, I started earning money. Within 4 years, I became a full-time Beachbody coach, because Beachbody income had replaced my six-figure income that I was making at my full-time job, where I was working 50, 60 hours a week with a 2-hour commute every day, dealing with all that. So now I get to live a life of financial freedom, or I'm still working on that, but at least I get to live a life that I design and I choose from home. So I retired, and this is what I'm doing now. So just to show you, just to briefly discuss why you should become a coach. As I mentioned, one is to save 25%. As a coach, you'll save 25% on everything from Team Beachbody. So if you are buying Shakeology every month, that'll save you $32.50 a month on Shakeology. It may vary, like if you're in Canada or whatever, how much you save may vary, but by and large, that's how much you'll save. As I mentioned, it's a great way to keep yourself accountable to your fitness, because if you're helping others with the programs and with their fitness, that's going to keep you on track. And the way I looked at it is, even if I had one person who I was coaching, I knew I would stay on track. I knew that would help me. You get to be a part of our amazing community, our amazing team of coaches. Since I started this, over 5 years ago, I started adding coaches and building to my team. And now, those coaches have added coaches, and those coaches have added coaches. And now we have a team of over 2,000 coaches. And those coaches are helping so many people that I would never have been able to help myself. So we're helping tens of thousands of people get healthy, lose weight, and maybe even save or change their lives. So that's what we do. We help others, and we pay it forward. And the biggest benefit is earning money. So you can earn money from home as a coach. Now, it's like, I love helping people. I love being accountable. I love the discount. But what I love the most is I can make a very good living as a Beachbody coach. So just to show you my income over 5 years as a coach. This was, from July. This is only the month of July, but you can see it year after year. So in July 2011, I earned $630. That was my first year as a coach. Then, the next year it was 3,000, then 12,000, then 18,000, and then 25,000 in a month, guys. So you can see the potential of this business, what's possible in this business. I can tell you that there is no other business like Beachbody. There is no other job that you can go out and get where you're going to increase your earning by 400% in a year. This is what this business can do for you. Now, I have to caveat and give you the disclaimer at the bottom that Beachbody makes us tell you, and that that this income is not guaranteed, right? It's based upon your efforts and your talents and your skills in the business. But I can promise you that if you join our, that we will.
Pissing me off.
Hey, somebody needs.
Right.
Okay. So I can promise you that if you do join our team, that we will mentor you, we'll train you, we'll work with you, we'll teach you how to work this business. Okay. The next slide is there are 3 types of coaches. Now, these are just from Beachbody's perspective, a coach is a coach. But the way that we like to categorize coaches is you have your coaches who are only in it for the discount. Now, some coaches say, hey, I don't want to coach anybody. I don't care about making money. I don't have any desires or goals. I only want the discount, which is perfectly fine. If you're only in it for the discount, that's cool. That's, you'll save, like I mentioned, 25% on everything. Nothing is required of you other than you pay your monthly coach fee, which is $15.95. The second type of coach is what we call a hobby coach. That's where you can dabble and you can make a little bit of money. Maybe some friends comment on your progress and you refer them over to Beachbody, and you'll earn a 25% commission off of everyone that you refer to Beachbody. And then any purchases that they make in the future, you automatically get a 25% commission because you're their coach. And then the final coach is the coaches like me and the other coaches who you'll hear from on the call. These are what we call business builders. These are coaches that are all in. They want to make their dreams and their goals happen. Now, you can do this. I'm telling you guys, you can do this. So don't think, I don't have the skills. I don't have what it takes to be a business builder. Every single person can be a business builder in this business, and you can make a substantial amount of money if you choose to. So the question that we get a lot is this a pyramid scheme? One of those evil things. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme, first of all, is illegal. Okay, this is a multi-level marketing business. It is not a pyramid scheme. Okay, so I don't make any money. No coaches make money by just signing up people. If you came on board, you came on our team, you came on with me as your sponsor, I would not make a dime off of you. I only make money as your sponsor, or your coach only would make money as your sponsor if you make money. So if you're making money, then your sponsor and your coaches above you will get a small bonus off of what you're earning. And, that's normal. That's the way any company works, right? Like any company is lots of employees at the bottom, and then your supervisors and your managers and your CEOs. The difference is with any company, when you're at the bottom, you have no way of making more money than the people above you. But in this business, it doesn't matter when you come into this business. I can tell you that I make a lot more money than a lot of the coaches that have been in the business a lot longer than I have. And there are coaches that have come in after me who have shot up past me, and they make a lot more money than I do. So what you do or what you earn depends on how you do and how much work you do and your efforts, your individual skills. Okay, so I'll turn it over to Kelly.
Hey guys, so I am Keli Murray. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I have been a coach for about 2 years. Actually, this month will be 2 years. And one of my main drives for becoming a coach was to be with my husband more. We got married 2 years ago, and he took a job right after we got married that was out of state. And it should have been 5 weeks, but it lasted a year. And you know, in that whole honeymoon phase, you really want to be near each other. And I wanted to visit him. But I run a salon here in Arizona, and if I leave the salon, I don't make any money. So I wanted to be able to have something that I could do that not only fed my soul and allowed me to help people, but gave me an income that I could take anywhere I wanted to go. So as long as my laptop was with me, I was able to build my business, and I would go spend time, a few weeks at a time, with my husband. I came to Beachbody because I was really sick and had a bunch of surgeries, and being misdiagnosed for over a year, my immune system was just shot, and Shakeology is pretty much the only thing that got me back to being human again. It took away my brain fog, my hair was falling out, I could think clearly, I was getting all the nutrients because I was nutrient deficient. And so it really, really helped to get myself back on track. And I knew that if it did all of that for me, that it could do that for so many more people. And it changed my life, and it's changed the life of my family and my friends and my clients. And it's just been such a blessing. I am a pretty active person, and so is my husband, and we love to do anything that involves mud, cruise ships, climbing something, jumping off of something. And so having the extra income has allowed us to be able to travel more and do more together, and to be able to experience the kind of life that we want to experience, while we still, like I said, get to feed our souls and help others, and just to see other people change for the better, be it for their health or their wealth. And it's been an amazing journey. Greg, next slide. Thank you, Greg. So you're probably wondering, what does a coach mean? What do you have to be or not be to become a coach? A coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. We don't have to be the people who know everything about that. That's what Beachbody does. They have their nutritionists and dietitians and their trainers, and they put together the programs. What we are here for is the support for that. So you don't have to know absolutely everything about every calorie eaten or burned, or how to do this move. Sorry. You don't have to already be at your fitness and nutrition goals. You are on a journey, and most likely the more approachable you are and the journey that you're on is going to help people to come to you and to be part of the journey with you. And so you don't have to be at your end result. You do not have to be a salesperson. This is not a sales position. This is a sharing and caring type of position. This is where you are on your journey, sharing what you are going through and your triumphs, and you're helping other people come along on that with you, and you're helping them reach their journeys and helping them to share what they're going through. A coach is, like I mentioned, you're just sharing how you've changed your life and how you can change the lives of others. You're committed to being proof of the product, meaning you're following your program, you're drinking your shakes, and you're really getting the full benefits from what these programs have to offer. And it's not all just about fitness and nutrition and financial wealth. It's also about your personal development. And I can say personally that I have learned so much just about myself as a human being, just from becoming a coach, because of it being one of the main core values is our personal development. And that means finding an area in our life that we would like to work on and improving that. And had it not been for becoming a coach, I really don't think I would have been as aware as I am now of bettering my life in all areas. Thanks, Greg. So some of the benefits of being a coach, Greg mentioned some of them earlier, but setting your own work hours, that's Awesome. I mean, if you're a mother or a father and you've got children and they've got all of their activities and you want to be able to be there, but a traditional job, a 9-to-5 job, doesn't really look fondly upon you, leaving in the middle of the day to go hang out with your kids, or you have extracurricular activities that you want to do or things you want to achieve or attain. And sometimes your job doesn't really stand behind that. So being a coach, you can work it an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, 2 hours a day, whatever you want to do, depending what your goals are for your business. And you have that ability to control if you want to do it at a coffee shop, if you want to do it from your home office or on your couch, with your phone, with your laptop, whatever you want to do, you have total control. You can do part-time, you can do full-time. It's all about, again, control. You can build it online. A lot of the coaches do use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, lots of social media platforms, but you can also do it in person. Beachbody helps you with tools like how to run fit camps, where you can run in-person workouts using the DVD programs for free, for other people to really come together as a community. You can run groups in your living room about Shakeology, and you can share that in person. You can do this business however you feel comfortable. You can share your passion with everyone else in this industry. You can share your passion about fitness, about health. If you have other things you're passionate about, maybe you love running and you want to meet other runners, or like I said, maybe you're a mother and you want to meet other mothers. You're not just stuck in that health and wellness niche. You get to meet other people who love the same things that you love. So what do we do as coaches? We are here to help and encourage people. We are that person to maybe talk our client off the ledge when it's, 10 o'clock at night and 3 brownies later, and they just need that extra support. Or maybe they're looking at a program and they just need some tips or some more motivation on how to be more successful with it, or how to fit it into their schedule better. We are that sounding board, that shoulder to cry on. We are that person to clap for them when they are triumphant. That's what we are as a coach. We are, like we said, a product of the product. We work out, we eat healthy, we better our personal lives and share that with everybody else. And in sharing that, we are able to refer our friends and our family, and it allows us to broaden the circle of our circle to become healthier and happier and have more energy and just build a better life. And one of the ways that we get to meet new people, because you're probably wondering, how do you meet different people? It's running challenge groups, and you may have been in one of those before, and sometimes we'll run a free challenge group or we'll run a premier challenge group, and the free ones could be anything from drinking your water or doing a squat challenge for a week or two. But we also run more in-depth challenge groups that are based on the different programs, and this is some place where everyone who's on the same journey of getting healthier, who's doing a Beachbody program and drinking their Shakeology, we're in a group together online, helping each other, show up every day, post our sweaty selfies, laugh together, share together, and it just creates the energy of success and allows us to do it together.
Okay, so I'm John Tantillo. I've been doing Beachbody programs for almost 5 years now, and a little bit about my story. They've always said that I'm my father's son, and unfortunately my dad passed away unexpectedly about 10 years ago at age 78, and I said, oh boy, I looked at myself and I said, I'm on that same path, and I realized right then I didn't want to be on that path. So, one doctor's visit away from being put on medication, I found Insanity. I did the program Insanity, dropped some weight, and I said, when I turn 50, I want to be in the best shape of my life, and I was able to do that. So, that's how I got into the programs. My wife, Susan, and I are coaches together. That's Susan in the lower picture you see on the right-hand side of your screen, not the one in the upper picture. The upper picture is those are some of the super trainers that we get to work with. Susan and I both spent 28 years as professionals. I'm an electrical engineer by trade, an introvert. I'm not a sales guy. Susan was a customer service manager. So again, both engineers by trade. I became a coach after being a customer for a year. when my sponsors said, hey, you ever thought about becoming a coach? And I said, well, let me read the fine print because I'm a documents guy. And once I read the compensation plan, I realized right away, just how low cost it was to get into a business with the potential to make a lot of money. And I understand numbers pretty well. So as soon as I saw that, I said, sign me up. There's very little risk and there's potential to make a lot of money. So I've been doing coaching for 4 years. My wife and I both left our real jobs 3 years ago so we could focus on this. And my goal is to replace my full-time income from before. I'm not there yet, but I'm on trajectory. I'm making more every year, and eventually I'm going to get there. Next slide. So the rewards of being a coach, there's some monetary rewards. There's some non-monetary rewards. As Greg mentioned earlier, we make commissions, and I'll talk a little bit about that on the next slide. You also get bonuses. If you become a team leader and you can find coaches who want to grow a team like you get bonuses based on their activity. Non-monetarily, we get trips. Besides having an annual meeting once a year that everyone is invited to, there are several recognition trips, several of which that Susan and I have been fortunate enough to go on. And the way the recognition trips work is, depending on how hard you work during the year, you earn travel credits, and you can get some or all of that trip paid for. 2 years ago, we went to Cancun, and at that point, I had about half of the trip paid for based on my activity. Last year, Beachbody chartered an entire cruise ship, and I had the whole trip paid other than my airfare down there. In April, Greg and I and several of others were going to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, and I'm going to have most of that paid for as well. Some other rewards, recognition. You see on the right there, the company actually gives you some nice swag when you reach certain ranks. But one of the things that is really underestimated are the personal rewards you get when you become a coach. I've always told my coaches that when you become a coach, you become a better person. And it's because it's going to pull you out of your comfort zone. It's going to make you do things that you've never done before. And if you read the books that they recommend we read, and I probably read about 20 books now over the last 4 years, I've learned stuff and I've practiced stuff that I never would have done before. So it really makes you a better person. And that's one of those intangible rewards that you really can't get in a document. Okay, next. So here's some nuts and bolts on how we actually earn money. It breaks down to really 3 different ways that you earn money. The first is commission, as we talked about. If you're a retail seller, when you sign up customers to purchase products, you make about 25% commission. I say about because sometimes it's a little less, sometimes a little more, but it works out to be about 25%. If that's all you do as a hobby coach, as Greg mentioned earlier, you're not going to make the big money, but you're going to make enough money to maybe do a car payment, maybe pay some of your bills, and that's fine if that's all you really need. The next way we earn money is what's called team bonuses. If you break out from the retail seller and become a coach who leads a team of coaches, you now earn a bonus from the activity of the coaches below you. I've done the math. It works out to be somewhere between 3 to 5% of their activity. So the larger team you grow and the more productive they are, the more money you earn from the team bonus. And that's where a lot of the coaches make the majority of their money. And finally, there are things called matching and quarterly bonuses. If you become a leader of leaders, not just a coach who has coaches, but if you become a leader with leaders under you, you can really make big money because the company puts aside a quarterly pool of money for the leader of leaders, and they pay it out quarterly. And this chart here, this is what the quarterly bonuses were in the quarter that just ended, the third quarter of 2016, for the leaders of leaders. And real quickly, where it says double star, 5-star, 10-star, superstar is 15. That means those coaches had 2 leaders, 5 leaders, 10 leaders, 15 leaders. And the way these bonuses work is that if you qualify for the 10-star quarterly bonus, you get that and everything below. So if you're one of these superstar leaders that has 15 leaders, you get all of those every quarter. And to top it all off, if you're really good, this continues, you can get this 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times over every single quarter. So this is really where the magic of network marketing kicks in. And it all boils down to if you can become a leader of leaders. Okay.
And I'll just mention that I am 9-star, so I am like one leader away from that $14,000 quarterly bonus. Kills me.
Yeah, and personally, I am not at any of these leadership levels yet. I'm still working to get my 2 leaders, my 5 leaders, but that's why I'm still in this business, because I know they're going to come. Okay.
All right.
And last slide, if you join our team, so here's what you can expect. You're not going to be left out there by yourself to go figure it out. We run new coach training at Greg's level, so we are some of the trainers that you're going to have. We have team calls. There's at least a bi-weekly training call. We also have new leader calls bi-weekly. There are team building events, depending on how easy it is for you to travel. We'd like to congregate and try to get together in big cities where we can. Every year at the annual meeting, I think we had, how many coaches, Greg, at the last annual meeting? Maybe 150 from Engage?
Yeah, it was between 100 and 150.
So, and next year's annual meeting is in New Orleans, so many of us are going there. We have various Facebook pages where we conduct a lot of our business. We have small coach pages, large coach pages, and at Engage, we have a 1,500 coach page where we share ideas, and that's where we advertise activities like this. And finally, we love to do recognition and accountability. So we recognize producers, we recognize coaches who reach certain milestones. And in fact, one of our coaches was just recognized by Beachbody for winning one of these major contests that the company does every month. Brian Rolka, who's one of our coaches, his team won a team spirit contest. And I think last month, one of our coaches was number 5 in the company in terms of productivity. That was Sarah. So there's recognition all over if you can get it. All right.
Hi there, I'm Jill. I am married to another coach, Louie. We both though have full-time jobs. So I guess you could say currently we're hobby coaches, but we're working our way up to being able to possibly leave jobs. But I have to tell you, I started as a discount coach. I wasn't shopping for a new job by any means, but I fell in love with this business. I started off drinking the Shakeology, and I knew I couldn't live without it. And so I decided that I would just become a discount coach for the discount. And then, hold on, let me do something. I had I have my phone on and my computer on because there we go, because my internet was unstable, but now I'm getting an echo and it's a little too much here. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay. So I've been coaching since April of 2015. I have 2 kids. This is my daughter Sierra and my son Cortez. They're 6 and 10. And I am able to work a full-time job, run a Beachbody, be a Beachbody coach, and still have my family as my main priority. And then coaching has become my fun job that I really enjoy. So we can go to next slide. How much time is required? So when I look at this slide, it cracks me up. That is exactly how I felt before I started Beachbody. The thought of even adding one more thing to my plate was like, no way. There is absolutely no way I could be a coach. It's not going to happen. But as John had mentioned, and Greg and Kelly also, there is so much training available. All the personal development that I have done over the last year and a half has really helped me learn how to juggle my time better, how to be more effective and efficient in all aspects of my life. It's not just the coaching, but it's spread across my whole life. And so that's why I continue to do this, because it's just making me a better mother, a better person. I'm healthy, just feeling better. I've lost 40 pounds since I've started, and so I feel so much better. And so there's so many benefits to being a coach besides just the money. The money's great, and that's an extra incentive by far, but definitely there are all these others as well. Next. Do I have to sell? Oh my gosh, I hope not. There is no way. I was the kid. I was a brownie, and I used to cry when I had to sell Girl Scout cookies. Those are the easiest things on the planet to sell, and there is no way. I don't sell. Here's what I do though. I just share my story with people. And that's all you really have to do in this, because you start telling people, well, first they notice, hey, you're looking different. You've lost some weight. What's going on? What's happening? You seem a little happier. You're on Facebook a lot. What's going on with you? And they start asking you what you're doing. And that's kind of how you get the ball rolling. And people notice what's going on. And then, as Keli mentioned, I run free challenge groups. And these challenge groups just introduce people to fitness and exercise. And I try to make it as fun as possible. And then a lot of them say, hey, I want to take this a step further. This is doable. Most people are like me in that screen before, going crazy, everything's flying every which way, and there's no way they can add one more thing to their plate, and sometimes our fitness and health gets pushed to the side. But when you start working with people and showing them how that they can fit it all in, it just kind of sells itself. But there is work behind it. It doesn't all just fall into place, but it's not like Greg has never called me and said, Jill, have you met your quota? That's never going to happen. So, okay, next slide. Where do I find people who are interested? There actually are all kinds of places you can find people that are interested. Social media is a great way to do that. Tons of successful coaches are on Instagram and Facebook. But I know there are another ways that you can find customers. The Beachbody message boards a lot of people run challenge groups on those. And through web pages and different types of advertising, people can get their customers. I'm like Keli, I run the Facebook groups, and that really has worked for me. Okay, next.
Okay, back to me. So I'm just going to wrap this up since we're about out of time. So you have two options. One, you can stay a customer of Beachbody. You already love the products. Nothing has to change. You can continue to pay 25% more than you would if you became a coach and joined our amazing team. If you decide that you would like to become a coach for whatever reason, the discount, the hobby, or to become a business builder and work with me and the other coaches that want to make our dreams come true, you can do that. I mean, if you haven't already, if you purchased a challenge pack in the past, you can sign up for free. The $39.95 coach enrollment fee is waived. If you haven't purchased a challenge pack, you can do it now when you sign up as a coach. Or if you want to purchase another challenge pack, this is your last opportunity to get a challenge pack, because as coaches, we cannot buy challenge packs. So if you want to sign up with a challenge pack, you can certainly do that. And that $39.95 coach fee is waived. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can always sign up with Shakeology. You could just sign up with the fitness program, or just sign up, and you would have to pay that $39.95 one-time fee, and it's just the sign-up fee. Now, what you do have to pay every month is a coach fee. Now, this is what I mentioned before. It's the $15.95. You can read there everything it covers, because Beachbody provides you with what we call the Coach Online Office, okay? So this office allows you to manage a small business or a large business. You can manage a multi-million-dollar business using the tools that Beachbody gives you. They give you email, they give you free websites, they give you customer support and technical support and marketing materials and training videos and everything that you need to know. So that's all covered with your monthly coach fee. Think of it like a Costco membership. Like if you just wanted to be a discount coach, think of that as just the Costco membership, the $15.95. You're still going to save $32 a month on Shakeology, so it still makes financial sense to sign up even just for the discount. Okay, or if you're not on Shakeology and you buy performance supplements or you buy workout programs, you'll save money on everything. Now, if you are an active military or a spouse of an active military or a veteran, if you yourself are a veteran, your sign-up fee and monthly fee is waived. It's free. You can become a coach for free. And that's just because Beachbody values our men and women who, were part of the service, who served as part of our military. So it's just an added benefit. So if that's you have absolutely no reason that you should not join our team and become a coach. If you're a veteran, you just have to supply your DD-214. And your sponsor can give you information on how to do that. Okay, so the next 24 hours, what we would like you to do is, talk to your coach sponsor. I'm sure they would love to give you more information, talk to you about any concerns that you have, but we'd love to have you join our team and sign up. Just sign up to be a coach. It's as easy as, filling out the form. You do have to give your social security number. I know people are, or if you're in Canada, your tax ID number. People are concerned about that, but there's no need to be concerned because you are opening up a business, right? So if you make money, Beachbody needs to tell the IRS how much money that you made, right? If you don't make any money, or if you make less than $600 a year, Beachbody's not going to tell the IRS anything. So, there's no point in worrying about that. So now we'll just open it up for questions. I'm sure if you guys have questions, you can, either type them in the chat, just take yourself off mute, whatever you would like to do. And I'll stop sharing so that I can see everybody. All right. Anyone? Questions?
If there's no questions, this is John. Let me just make a comment. That military and veteran waiver thing is a pretty good deal. Susan and I are both veterans, so we save that $16 a month times two because we're both coaches. If you're not a veteran yourself, but you know somebody who's a veteran or know somebody who's in the active forces who might want to do this, you may want to pass this information on to them because they could take advantage of this even if you're not eligible.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you guys that, this opportunity has changed my life. It has been the best decision that I've ever made. It has allowed me to be able to have the ability to send my kids to college. Now their college is paid for. It's like when I was working, the 40 hours a week, I didn't have the ability to save money like most Americans, I didn't have that savings account that I could pay for their college, or their weddings and stuff like that, which are coming up, but now I do. So, if you have a dream of being able to, retire from your job, or maybe bring your spouse home from work, or to be able to afford those dream vacations that you can't take now, this is what is going to make that happen for you. I can tell you that, taking another job or hoping that your job is going to give you a raise that's going to allow your dreams to come true, that's not going to happen. So this is the time. Now's the time. This is the opportunity. I'd love to have you guys come join our team. We have trainings that'll be starting up soon, and we'll definitely get you guys into those. So if no one has any questions, we'll wrap it up. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, everyone. And feel free to reach out to your sponsor, or if your sponsor doesn't reach out to you, and he'll help you get signed up. All right.